They wish they never treated you the way that they did, and they miss you. And even though these people are missing you, right now is not the time to give in to them, because while these people are missing you, you may also be missing them as well. And it makes sense, because we're human beings and we have those types of feelings and emotions, and it's a normal thing. But just because you are feeling those things does not mean that you should always act on them. A lot of you are very genuine and good-hearted people, and not even just that, a lot of you are big-hearted individuals. Like, you're very loving people, you're very genuine people, and so you really give your heart out to individuals. And sometimes that can result in people not treating you the correct way. And because of your big heart, that's also why these people come back into your life. But not only just that, it's also because they can see that you're moving past, that you are growing past a certain point, and that you are becoming the best version of yourself. The people of the past will regret how they treated you. They regret no longer having you in their life. And a lot of you already know that. A lot of you can already feel that, and a lot of you have already experienced things to prove that as well. But the reason these people regret how they treated you is a lot of times people will start to experience guilt. Some people will experience karma, and some people will experience, and their karma or their guilt or whatever they're feeling could be in the sense of, now when they go out into the world to communicate people, and say some time has passed and they start to look for you and other people, and found that they actually cannot at all, and that there's only one you. And so that causes people to regret that they treated you a certain type of way, because now they don't have access to you anymore. And because they don't have access to you anymore, that is what led them to try to find you in other people, because there's so much that they actually do like about you. Whether that's from the benefits they were getting from your relationship, your connection, whatever it was, whether there were certain qualities or traits they liked about you as a person, just whatever it is, they start to look for that in other people to try and see if the grass is greener on the other side. And a lot of times what happens is they do meet other people, but it's not greener. And so they try to backtrack, and they try to get you to come back into their life so that they can fulfill those needs again. Because of their failed attempt to look for you and other people, now they want to come back into your life. And some of you may already have known that these people would regret how they treated you, how they acted towards you, the things that they've said to you, just overall y'all's experience. If there was like a complete turn that happened, a lot of y'all already knew that these people would regret it. And now look, they regret it. And this is the thing though. Some people are probably pleased and are probably happy with the fact that these people could not find you in other people. You tried to tell them as well, like, they want to see other people, they want to do you dirty and then leave and then go to someone else. And you already knew in the back of your mind that they were going to try to come back, or at least that they were going to regret how they feel, or how they were going to regret what they did. But just because these people regret what they did doesn't mean that you have to allow them into your space. Of course, it's like a choice thing. You can make that decision for yourself. There's a lot of you that already recognized how special of a person that you were. A lot of you already recognized how much value you hold as a person, and how when you finally reach that ultimate place, you know, of being in love with someone, that they would be a very lucky person. And that's why, for the people that already knew, that's how they knew that this was going to be the outcome of the situation. And it's like, a lot of times, or at least sometimes, what goes around comes around with that. And so some of you weren't even worried about whether or not this person was going to, you know, do you dirty and just get away with it, because you just had that understanding within yourself that, you know, you are a very special person, and that's just not something that's going to be able to fly. Even without you even having to do anything, it's more so, just like I said, you know, they go out to try to, I guess, seek another genuine person, and they can't find it now. They just keep running into people now just like them, and now they're hurting and in pain too. And for the people who didn't know that, that is something that happens. People will come into your life, they'll do you dirty, and a lot of times they might try to look for your great qualities in another person and fail to find that, and then try to circle back to come back to you. And that's also why it's good to already have that, you know, to already acknowledge your worth as an individual, so that you don't even have to worry about any person like that that decides to treat you that way, you know, and just allow them to leave your life, because a lot of times they're not going to find anything better. I know how that can feel, to literally pour all of yourself into someone and to be that person in their life that was always there for them, and to just support them in many different ways. And like I said, you having such a big heart, and you just show that with your actions. I know exactly how that feels, you know, where you do that and it's not reciprocated, and someone does the complete opposite, and they just take away from you and just decide to do you wrong, man. And so obviously that can be something that's really, really painful and difficult to deal with. And it's also a thing where it kind of gets in your mind like, whoa, like a person can just come into my life and I treat them in this way, and they decide to just take from me and do me wrong, and then they just get to leave and be happy while I'm just in this position where I'm hurting and I'm in pain after doing these good deeds and after being so genuine to someone. You know, that could be an emotion that is felt, and it's valid, you know. But the thing to remember is, like, not to hold on to that, you know. Don't hold on to the mindset of worrying about if this person's gonna find better, or, you know, be happy without you and just gets to live life and not have to, I guess, experience anything that's like karma, or anything that's like, I guess, them also experiencing some type of hurt or pain. That's something that can really suck, you know, to experience, where it's like, bro, I was just so good to this person and just so loving to this individual, and they just completely just threw me, or threw you, threw us, threw everyone who's ever been done wrong into the garbage. That's how it feels, right? And, you know, you will overcome that. And you probably already have overcame that, and that's a part of the reason why these people try to come back into your life. They now see what other people are seeing within you, and what you probably also have already realized about yourself. You know, you being this kind and loving person and this genuine person, and just an overall great person with this light, you know, they want that back into their life because they can't find that anywhere else. And they can't find it in other people. They can't find you in other people. Sometimes people are removed out of your life for the betterment of you, and that's literally a part of the process. Like, you don't deserve to be a person that is, you know, being treated in a bad way, you know? And them being removed from your life, whether that's them removing themselves or just something happens to where you guys are no longer together, that is supposed to happen. And on the other side of that, you are going to continue to blossom because you've already blossomed, just being able to maintain yourself and allow yourself to be separated from this individual and like allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, and that leads to even greater things as well. And you know, certain things do hurt, but it really is all a part of the process. Like, I've literally been through hurt as well. I've, you know, been done wrong before, you know, and I've also been at the point where I was looking at the situation and I was wondering if these individuals will have karma, or if they're just going to be able to just do what they do to people and then live life. You know, I was viewing it like that in the past, and then I came to the realization that, you know, everything really does happen for a reason, and you end up growing, and you are growing. Pain and hurt is not something that discriminates, you know. Everyone goes through that. Everyone deals with different things, and you know, everyone can overcome that, and you already are overcoming that. And so again, just to put that out there, because it does happen where people end up regretting it, and they might try to come back into your life. They might end up even apologizing to you, and just that's all they wanted to do was just to apologize to you, whatever it is. But these people do come back into your life. Again, that doesn't mean that you should just go back to them. You only want to go back to them because, you know, you still are experiencing that pain on the inside, and you're still in the stage, you know, a very vulnerable stage where, you know, if you get back with them, that pain might go away temporarily. But the same thing is just going to happen again because, you know, there's just certain lessons that are supposed to be learned from the situations. And going back to people that, you know, are already not seeing your worth as an individual, it's just going to be a repeated cycle. But if you resonated with anything I spoke about in this video, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing so that this video reaches someone who may also need to hear this message. Thank you, and bye.